before it's too late.
Operation Foxglove is a government-run intensive eradication program aimed at killing off feral foxes so that the native animals have a chance of surviving. And the results are encouraging. Already, large tracts of native bush have been cleared of these killers. One such area is a place in Western Australia called Perup. The Perup is a place like no other. This is what this part of Australia used to be like before European settlement. Here, there are giant dragonflies with gossamer wings. And real dragons stalk the grasses. This is where Professor Bradshaw has brought a team to help study the animals that now live here.
The first thing is to make sure the blood doesn't clot, so this is heparin, which is anticoagulant.
Professor Bradshaw says it's not as simple as releasing endangered species back into an area and letting them get on with it. You have to monitor them continually if they are to survive.
Goes down as far as you can go before it gets too fat, probably.
The aim of the course is to try and really produce the next generation of wildlife managers, people who will go out and try to implement programs to save species.
Oh yeah, these animals can move 1.5 kilometres in a night. So
we've chosen Perup because it's one of the areas which is intensively fox baited, and therefore there's a wide variety of native species living here, and they're readily accessible.
That's where we took the blood from this morning.
And because it's summer, what we wanted to focus on was the availability of water. Although we're sitting here by a lake, of course, only the animals that live in this immediate area would come and use this water. All the rest of the animals here have no access to drinking water at all. And water, of course, is one of the most limiting resources in Australia. Our idea was to try and catch 3 or 4 native species. The woylie, the little bettong, possums, we got one this morning, chuditch, the native cat. Bandicoot is the other one, which we haven't caught yet, we've only seen one.
And here on almost any night, it's easy to find the shy bandicoot, sniffing and scuffling in the undergrowth, looking for shoots and insects. The bandicoot is a solitary animal. But like many animals, it has a home range, preferring scrubby areas that supply plenty of insects for them to eat. Females have about 6 young at a time and carry them in a backward-facing pouch. The pouch faces backwards so that as the bandicoot goes through the undergrowth, unwanted debris doesn't infect the pouch. What adds to the problem of saving this species and others like this bettong is there is a high death rate among young, with an average of only 2 out of 6 surviving, and those that do survive have to deal with the loss of habitat and the constant threat of foxes and cats. Unlike many animals in the northern hemisphere that breed in the spring, these amazing little creatures begin their breeding in early winter, making it easier for the little ones to survive, not having to battle the incredible Australian heat. This bandicoot's pouch is already full with tiny joeys. You can see them moving around inside her. and the bandicoot is quite happy to share its feeding ground with other rare and endangered creatures, like this woylie, another mini marsupial, or a passing possum. All of these mini marsupials are basically nocturnal, and for the first time special infrared cameras are used to see what these little creatures do when they think no one can see them. Professor Bradshaw says this kind of fearless behaviour is one of the reasons all these species easily fall prey to introduced predators. For thousands of years, the woylie, the bandicoot and so many of these mini marsupials have had no large predators to hunt them. Therefore, they know no fear. They simply fail to recognise the danger in the fox's teeth and the cat's claws. They don't have the fear and flight instinct like other creatures. While a rabbit, for example, is used to living its life on the edge and at the slightest hint of danger makes a dash for it, these species don't. They're literally sitting ducks. Which means if we're not mindful, cats and foxes will hunt them to extinction. Which of course is exactly what's happening.